Hi, this is Linda Morris, and once again, I want to talk about something that I use every day, and that is the Nikken jewelry. And it's what I call functional jewelry because it's not just for beauty, it's not just for a conversation starter, although it does start lots of conversations. It's actually about helping you. So, once again, Nikken likes to take things back to nature. So, we have the energy of the earth, which we call magnetics. We also have the energy of the sun and also from the forest air or from waves crashing at the beach or a waterfall. Those three technologies, they have found a way to incorporate into a jewelry that you can wear every day that just kind of grounds you, helps prevent things, helps things to work better. And once you start using it, you become more aware, like, wow, that really works. Or actually, when you forget to wear it, that's when you're like, oh, that really did work because, oh. So I am going to actually, what am I going to do? I'm going to share Nikken's website and show you what is currently available. What they do change jewelry up, and sometimes you gotta get it fast because it might just go away because a lot of people are like, ooh, I really want that. So here we go. Hoping to make this a little bigger. Oh, there we go. So right now, this is what we have on our jewelry page. So a lot of this is just your basics. And it's the Kinko Perfect Length. These are in stainless steel. So this took a couple of generations to figure out that, some of those jewelries don't last for the long term. So they actually started making it out of stainless steel. And they do not recommend that you get them wet. However, I've had a number of people that have balance issues. And they have told me, I know one woman in particular told me, wearing that necklace saved my life. And I'm like, really? And it was this one, the Kinko Power Band necklace, which, I mean, it's $40. And she said, yeah, she's like, she had fallen in her backyard a couple of years before she got the Kinko Power Band, and she actually has all the necklaces now. And she could not get up. She laid in her backyard until her husband came home. And in Florida, that can be a lot of sun. It's a lot of sunshine. So she actually got the power band necklaces, and actually the owner of the studio where she was working out actually was a Nikken consultant. So her trainers actually showed her how she can, how to get up for one, but also to wear the necklace actually gave her a little bit more energy so that she could get up. It just helped her body work a little better. So, those muscles were working together so she could actually get up. So that's a big deal. And she's like, but I'm not supposed to wear it in the shower. And I said, you know what? So what if you have to buy a new one every 2 or 3 years? If it's helping you to have that energy to stand, to stay standing, because sometimes people get wobbly, wearing this necklace, it just helps your body work better. And if somebody's sharing this with you and it doesn't make sense, have somebody do an energy or a balance test with it. And you'll be like, oh, wow, that is a big deal. So we have it in the gold, and we also have it in the silver tone. And the thing about this is not every link is a magnet. It's every fourth link is a magnet. Because if it was every link, the energy doesn't have the energy to get out and do its job. Where is having it be every fourth link, you get all these different flux lines that start to happen. And that's why they work so great. And a lot of people ask me, because I used to have constant pounding and pressure in my head, and you will not see me without a necklace. I mean, I have one all the time because it really helps prevent that with my head and my neck. So I have one on all the time. And for people that have a little bit more issues, like in the, the neck and the head, I really feel that the Perfect Link has more of the magnetics. And that's why it just seems to work a little better if you have a little higher issue. And you can, get 2 of them. If you want it to hang down lower, you can get 2. And the beauty of these is you can also add one of the Nikken magnets, and I'll show you what that would look like here in a minute. But you can add that to it either in the front or in the back. if you have issues in those areas, but let's just read it. So fine craftsmanship, exclusive styling, and advanced technology. You'll find all these in the Perfect Link 2. The Perfect Link 2 features a striking pattern designed for men and women that suits any occasion from casual to formal. And it is really pretty on. I've seen it in photos. I'm like, wow, that looks great. And I get compliments when I wear it amazingly, mostly at the grocery store. So the features and benefits helps replicate the magnetic field of the Earth and our natural surroundings. 800 gauss high quality neodymium magnets extend coverage throughout the length of the necklace. It's not just a surface magnet, it actually has extending properties. Stainless steel, nickel free, that's important, strong and non-corrosive, polished to a glossy finish, smooth and comfortable, hypoallergenic, the same material that is used for surgical instruments. Pattern and weight is ideal for men and women, perfect for all occasions, from casual to formal. And let's see, like it says, do not immerse in water, remove before bathing. If wet, dry with a soft cloth, keep away from fluorine, bleach, swimming pools and spas. You know what, but if you have balance issues or if you need that extra help, wear it. Wear it every day. That's my recommendation because you can always get another if something happens. If I am intentionally going into the ocean or a spa, I wear the power band because it's more durable, I guess you would say. So professional athletes, amateur athletes, and thousands of other men and women have discovered magnetic bracelets. Many sport bracelets or necklaces include magnets, but Nikken combines this with ceramic and tourmaline to provide a combination of high technology and advanced design. So once again, you have all those three vital elements from Mother Nature. As with all Nikken magnetic products, the power band uses only static magnets, which do not produce the unwanted energy discharged by electromagnets. The silicone rubber core is soft and comfortable, yet holds up to wear. A nylon outer shell is breathable and porous to permit the flow of air. The lightweight design makes power band ideal for wearing during sports and adds to its appeal with athletes and active people everywhere. The neat clasp holds power bands securely, but separates easily. 2 or more power bands can be connected to create a wristband, necklace, or belt of any length. The style is equally attractive on men and women. So once again, the 800 gauss magnets, nylon, silicone rubber, strontium ferrite, polyamide, tourmaline, ceramic, stainless steel. And so here are the wristbands. And as I said, you can attach these. So some men, they have, larger necks. So they might need to attach the power band necklace with one of the bracelets, or you could put 2 power band necklaces around. I have a good friend that has, she loses her voice a lot. So she actually uses 2 of the power band necklace or bracelets to put around her neck. So she has it closer right to her throat where she has an issue. And it really helps her. Or, if she has a cough, she's found putting that on. And I found that too. Actually, with any of the necklaces, that goes away. What an interesting coincidence. I remember having a massage one day from a massage therapist, and she kept stopping to cough. And I said, would you just go put my necklace on? And okay, she was a friend too. And she's like, what's that going to do? I'm like, you just put it on. And, she stopped coughing. Of course, sometimes I'd recommend getting a glass of good Nikken water too, because that also helps. This is the Kinko Heart Set. So it comes with the earrings. Now, my earlobes have never hurt, but if you think about it, it's kind of like your feet. You have all those points that are tied to every other part of your body. So having the Nikken earrings in that area can really help with a lot of different issues there. Could also possibly help you with balance too. So we have the gold earrings and then the pendant. This is reversible. So one side is yellow gold and the other side is silver. So it'll flip. And actually I have a friend that said, my pendant keeps attaching to my necklace. And I said, well, every 4th link in the necklace is a magnet. So move it down 2. And she did. And she's like, oh, that worked. I'm like, The heart-shaped pendant and earrings are made from surgical grade stainless steel, gold plated on one side and stainless steel on the other. The pendant coordinates beautifully with either the stainless steel or gold-plated perfect length necklace. So all of that good stuff once again. So another thing that you can do is I've gotten these little O-rings. There's stainless steel. You can get them from a jewelry supply. And then you can attach a power band, one of the Nikken power bands to it if you need to have that. See, this one actually I already have it. The O-ring's already on it because it comes with a little loop right from Nikken. And sometimes you want to have like a magnet hanging down here, maybe over your lungs, a little closer to your heart area. I guess if you're a woman, you could put it in your bra, right? But you can attach it to any of the power bands or the stainless steel necklace, and you just loop it through. At the same token, you can have this, you know, either in the front or in the back. And with that little loop, you can also attach it to the stainless steel necklaces. And I think I have a friend, he actually uses the little lobster claw that's on here. And when he puts it on, he not only attaches it to the necklace, but also the clasp, so it can hang down right here in the back of the neck. Where a lot of us, you know, if you've been in a car accident, which I just was, you can wear it back there too. You can have one in the back, you can have one in the front. And that's the power chip magnet from Nikken. So there's lots of ideas. You can get really creative with what you do. With my cat, I had I had a cat that had allergies. So she wore the power band around her neck. And then I had another cat that was bigger boned. So we actually had the necklace doubled with, and I tied a loop, tied a knot in it. So it would be the right length for her, you know, to go around her neck. And actually I have a housekeeper and she said, it's only when she has that on that I can pick her up. Otherwise forget about it. So I guess it calmed her down just wearing this. And on the power band, you can move the magnets. So if you want to have them, like for me, I usually want a little bit more in the back of my neck. With my friend that has the talking issue where she gets the scratchy voice, she puts all three of them in the front. And she's done it with so many people. You know, she helps out a lot at a church. And whenever she hears somebody coughing or having a hard time, she takes it off, goes and puts it on them. She's like, they look at her funny, but she's like, just trust me. And then it works. So there you go. Those are some ideas. I know lots of people on here have had great experience, and I'm so grateful for the jewelry. It's functional. It's not just about looking pretty. So I actually call it functional jewelry. So who wants to go first? Just raise your hand so I can see you. And oh, we have Heather. There we go, Heather. So great to see you. Make sure you unmute. There you go.
Yes, it's wonderful to see everyone. I will tell you is it the first story?
In the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning. In the beginning of how I got introduced to Nikken was my massage therapist is a nurse. She's still around, and I think she's 81 now, which is awesome. And she still works as a nurse. And she's also my massage therapist. And she lent me a necklace because I had migraine headaches since I was about 14 years old.
Oh, we don't use that word.
Okay.
Excruciating agony, pounding and pressure in your head.
Yeah.
Maybe sensitivity to light, maybe nauseous, stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah, all of those things. All of the above. Yeah. Okay. And I'd had that issue since I was about 14, and I was 42 at the time. I only know the date because that was when I got pregnant for the
Wow.
last time. Yeah, at 42. I'd already had 2 children that were way older. I hadn't been pregnant in 19 years. I'd lost many. I'd had many miscarriages. So it was quite amazing. It was quite amazing that when I put on that necklace, it was the what's similar to the link now.
Yeah. The perfect length. Yep.
Yes, it's very similar to that. It was
Mhm.
gold colored. And I wore it for about a year before anything happened. And after I got pregnant, I kept it on and I wouldn't give it back because I felt like that's what created the balance in my body. It created a balance. I can't describe it really about what that created for me, but I think that's what helped me to retain that child in me.
Wow.
Without,
So you had a
because
magnetic miracle, baby.
it was, it really was, because I almost lost him a couple of times. Just by sheer grace, I believe. And the magnets, they balanced out my cells enough so that I was strong enough, or my uterus, I guess, was strong enough to hold him in there until he was about 7 months old.
Wow.
And he's now 20 years old. So he's been just a divine child to me. You know, he was a gift from Nikken and from God. And I always believe that, because I believe that something made out of love, which Mr. Masuda created the magnets for this love of his son, for his feet. And I believe that anything that comes out of that kind of love will be beneficial to everyone.
That's
And
beautiful.
so,
Yeah,
there's my story about my youngest.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Heather, for
Thank you.
sharing.
I'd
Yep,
like to share.
yeah, I also have a nephew. His name is Gabriel. He's a magnetic miracle too. That's it. But that was sleep system, different product. So who's that? Is it Sandra?
Yes, yes. I have learned from a physician on our team that the effects of the new 5G, 4G, those effects from those types of magnetic frequencies, no, radiation frequencies, I think I can say what it is, the 5G, 4G. She has clearly demonstrated how the effect of those vibrations against our bodies are diminished when we wear our Nikken jewelry, how we have the wherewithal in the energies, in the vibrations, to decrease that negative effect. And so I wear mine. I mean, you don't catch me without my Nikken jewelry. I've got on this style of earring that's no longer available, but I learned from Dee that putting these 3 here can be proactive in helping us protect vital organs that are up in the neck area even. And I love wearing this low, and I wear my short one up high. And it looks good, but it's really because it's functional that I wear it. And with the bracelets, the different styles, they feel good. I have noticed discomfort in one wrist in particular. And when I put on the bracelets, the discomfort can't stay. It just cannot stay. So I love it. But what I really like is my watch.
Oh yeah.
The Nikken watch. And one is a bling with the little balls, and it's still available.
I saw that. I just looked. Yeah.
Yeah. But both of those styles of watches, I have them both. And I need to be aware of time, as you guys know. So I'm partial to my watches. Yes, they work.
That's
they really
true.
make a difference in our energy.
Yeah, we've talked about that and how it helps, kind of counteract the negative effects that we get even from electricity and, devices.
Mhm.
The magnetics and all the energies that are in our jewelry just help to rebalance us. Kind of like being outside barefoot in nature in the sunshine. And that's the beauty of, wearing these, functional products every day, all the way from the insoles in your shoes to your bracelet to your necklace to the earrings. I wear
Mhm.
those earrings a lot because you do tend to get, wearing your AirPods and all these different things. Let's just help rebalance, help protect, prevent. And as we've said for so many years, we don't even know what we might be preventing.
That's
But I
right.
have to say, Nikken people, they tend to look a lot younger than a lot of other people our same age.
We do. We
We're more
really do.
vibrant,
More flexible.
more flexible.
We have
We
done lots
recover
of,
quicker. Yeah.
that's it. We've done
Mhm.
lots of energy testings to help people see that your body is able to perform better when you have these on. And because we're using our cell phones so frequently, I mean, it's like an appendage on our bodies. But I'm positive from the muscle testing, the kinesiology clearly shows that our jewelry makes a difference in how our bodies perform.
It's true. And on that note, makes you know think like, oh, we need to get these, especially the power bands and on kids. In fact, I had one mother. This is actually, once again, it was through that rehab gym that I was helping them with. And this one mother bought 2 of these bracelets because her daughter was only like 5 or 6 years old, but she was quite busy and didn't mind very well. So her mom actually got 2 of the power bands, small, the regular size bracelets, and put one on each of her ankles. Well, her aunt called me like 2 or 3 weeks later, and she said, "I want to get 24 bracelets." I'm like, "Okay, why? Why? Why do you want 24 bracelets?" Because I thought, well, I might have something better, like we do have necklaces. And she said, "I saw such a difference in my niece when I babysat her. Before she had those around her ankles, she would not behave. She was like a wild child. And with those, like if I told her to go and sit down, she would." And she's like, she asked her mom, like, what's different? What happened here? And it was the power bands. And so she wanted them for her own kids. She wanted extra. She was giving them away. She's like, "These are like a miracle bracelet." So if your kid's too small, you put them on their ankles. Pretty cool, pretty smart. And it's just so cool to see what people do to use these products to make a difference. So I know our call is going to be a little longer today, but who else? Anybody else want to share before we end the recording? Every story I hear, I think of more stories. It's just a great. I love this jewelry.
I'll make this one real quick.
Okay.
The energies that are in our jewelry that provide for our bodies, the good energy of the sun, the good energy of the air, and the magnetic energy of the earth, those are also in our insoles. And I saw a child who was very busy. Alan and I were consistently doing weekly meetings at our doctor's office for her clients. Anyway, this little girl was into literally everything. In fact, it was so distracting because she was so busy and you didn't want her to hurt herself or things in the office. Anyway, the point is, she put on the insole. I mean, we were using the insoles to demonstrate. And that child found her way to the insoles that we left on the floor. She put one foot on each and stopped. She just stood there. And after
Wow.
a moment, she was like she was frozen, but she looked content. And then she decided she wanted to move to the other side of the room, and she scooted on the insoles. She wouldn't leave them. And it was just so cute. But that demonstrated to me also that child felt a difference, and the calmness that she perceived, she didn't want to leave. So that just testifies that the energies of our jewelry that are also in the insoles make a difference for the body, whether you can detect it or not.
And on that note, it reminds me of two more stories, Sandra. So, you know, I did have my 26th anniversary with Nikken yesterday, actually on the 10th. I remember we went to a house to actually just talk about Nikken. I was with another couple and we were at the front door. There was a dog in the house. And actually, I remember Keith, he kind of elbowed me and pointed like, look at the dog. And I looked at the dog and we brought in the Dream comforter. It was still in its bag. And we just had, you know, put it on the floor by the front door. The dog had draped its body over the comforter, the bag of the comforter, and was laying there. And it's like, you know, animals, you can't placebo an animal either. They know, ooh, I like this. Can I have one? So we did talk about the pet pad. But yeah, it's just so entertaining. And I remember a little girl that was similar to the one you're talking about. And we had the Kinko seat, like what I'm sitting on right now. And it was on a couch. And this little girl, she actually went over and laid down on it and fell asleep. And it was a neighborhood party, actually, for Nikken. And all of the neighbors are like, wow, because they knew the child. So everybody's like, we want that. We need that. And we got to have that, because to see that difference in that child that, yeah, it was essentially living out of sorts. That's a big deal. So
Big
thank you,
deal.
Nikken. Yeah. And because I do have two cats, nobody in here right now. A lot of times people come to my house that they start to, their eyes start to water. They might start to get a sniffly and they think I'm going to have to leave. And I'm like, wait. So usually I put the necklace on, the stainless steel one, because as I've said, I feel like it's just a little bit more potent because it has more magnetics. But the power band also works, which boggles my mind. I have a neighbor. He was just here like 2 or 3 weeks ago with his wife, and they came in with their masks on, and he took it off. And then he put it back on. He's like, I feel like I'm starting to have a reaction. I'm probably going to have to go. I'm like, wait. So I put the stainless steel necklace on him. And, you know, we were doing like the lemon tests and different energy tests. And so I kept taking it off, putting it back on. And at the his wife said, you don't even have the necklace on and you're fine. I'd given him like 3 glasses of the Nikken water. And actually, before they left, he made his list, his wish list, and it included the gold necklace, it included the stainless steel necklace, the power band bracelets, insoles, and actually they now have a whole sleep system. They have the water system, but it's interesting. It's like, wow, that's never happened for me before. And you know, I usually wear 2 bracelets because I have an issue that I was told I would have to have surgery for. And I went through a period where I couldn't feel the hot and cold and everything after I moved 6 years ago. Exactly. And I was told my only option was surgery. And I'm like, well, what is that really? And so they told me, you know, what it's caused from. So I actually started wearing for that next month, 24 hours a day, I wore the power chip, 2 of the power chips, one on the bottom, right on the source area, because I'd had the test and I knew where the problem was, right here. And right here in the Nikken, the Kinko therm wrap. And I wore 1 bracelet, and then somebody on this call told me, well, 2's better. So I started wearing 2 bracelets, and like, they're right, because I can feel my fingers. So you just have to use the products long enough for them to have a chance to work, and then keep with it, because we want to prevent. That's the smart way to live, is to prevent issues instead of waiting. Wait. Oh, let's see if it comes back. No. Prevent. So that's our subject today, is actually the Nikken jewelry and functional jewelry. Don't forget that word, functional jewelry. Get it, use it, and keep it up and share it with your friends.